Good morning, students. Welcome back to our cost accounting class. I think all of you got all the concepts regarding labor lesson, meaning of labor, timekeeping, time booking. Yes, I gave you all the concepts regarding labor, and I think all of you clear all the concepts. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can freely ask me. Okay, yes. We can finish this lesson with this session. Yes, in this session, I'm going to solve two or three questions regarding this lesson. Yes, let's move to the problems and solution. Yes, let's see first question. See, a manufacturing enterprise has introduced a bonus system of wages payment at a slab rate based on cost reduction towards labor and overheads, the slab rates being up to 10% saving 5% of the earnings, up to 20% saving 15% of the earnings, up to 40% saving 30% of the earnings, up to 70% saving 40% of the earnings, above 70% saving 50% of the earnings. The rates per hour for three workers X, Y and Z are rupees 0.50, rupees 0.60, rupees 0.55 respectively. The overhead recovery rate is 500% on productive wages. The standard cost towards wages and overhead per unit is determined at rupees 1.20 per unit. See last para. If time taken by X, Y and Z to finish 100 units is 26 hours, 30 hours and 20 hours respectively, what is the amount of bonus earned by each worker? Yes, let's analyze this question first and then we can move to the answer. Okay. See, some data is given related to one manufacturing enterprise and they are following one bonus system and that also given in our question and they have three workers X, Y and Z and rates per hour for three workers is given below 0.50 per hour, 0.60 per hour, 0.55 per hour respectively. Okay, and overhead recovery rate is also given in our question. And standard cost towards wages and overhead per unit rupees 1.2 per unit is given in our question. And you are required to calculate bonus earned by each worker. You are required to calculate bonus earned by each worker. Yes. Let's move to the solution now. Yes, before going to the solution, you have to write down this question to your note. Then we can move to solution together. Okay. See, first you have to write down solution. Yes, let's write down heading statement showing wages and overhead. Wages and overhead. Statement showing wages and overhead. Let's do the statement first. Yes, for that we need to draw one table including 6 columns. Yes, for that we need to draw one table including 6 columns. Okay. Yes, first you have to draw the table. Yes, I will give the heading for each column. See, first heading worker, first column heading worker, second column heading number of hours, third column heading time wages, fourth column heading overhead, fifth column heading wages and overhead, wages and overhead, wages and overhead. Sixth column heading wages and overhead per unit, wages and overhead per unit, wages and overhead per unit. Yes. Yes. Let's see each worker X, Y and Z is there. 3 workers are there and let's do the table. See the heading again. Write down statement showing wages and overhead first. That is the heading of this table. And see the subheadings in each column. Worker, number of hours, second column, third column time wages, fourth column overhead, fifth column wages and overhead, and last column wages and overhead per unit. Yes. Let's consider employee one by one. First, let's consider X. Yes, number of hours. See the last paragraph of the question. If time taken by X, Y and Z to finish 100 units is 26 hours, 30 hours and 20 hours respectively, what is the amount of bonus earned by each worker? So the hours worked by the employee is given in our question. X worked 26 hours and Y, in case of Y, worked 30 hours and Z worked 20 hours. Yes, let's go to third column, time wages. See the second paragraph beginning of the question. The rates per hour for 3 workers X, Y and Z are rupees 0.50, rupees 0.60, rupees 0.55 respectively. So, rate per hour is also given in our question. So, let's calculate time wages by using rates per hour and hours worked by the employee. Clear? Hours worked by the employee into rate per hour. Hours worked by the employee into rate per hour. Yes. So here hours worked by the employee 26 no 26 hours worked, and rate per hour is given in our question 0.50. So time wages rupees 13. Yes. Yes. Let's move to y. We can calculate by using same formula. 30 into rate per hour rupees 0.60. So 18. Yes, if you need, you can show the calculation in bracket and come to Z. Apply same formula. Rate per hour is given in our question 0.55 rupees 0.55. So that also got. Yes. Students, let's move to next column, overhead column. How will we calculate overhead? Yes, that is also that hint is also given in our question. See the second paragraph, second line. See the second paragraph, second line. The overhead recovery rate is 500% on productive wages. Yes, see that productive wage. Productive wage is the time wage. Okay, productive wage is the time wage. Clear? So that hint is given. Overhead recovery rate is 500% on productive wages. See, we had calculated time wages here, no? Yes, and let's calculate like this. See, time wages is given here. See, that calculation I will show you next line. Time wages into 500%. Yes, time wages into 500%. Same formula we can apply for y also. Equal 18 into 500%. Yes, same like we can do sets. We can calculate sets overhead. 11 into 500%. Yes. So 3 columns over. Worker name is given in our question. Number of hours got from the question regarding X, Y and Z. Time wages calculated by using the formula hours worked by the employee into rate per hour. Rate per hour is also given in our question. Okay. And in case of overhead, there is one hint. 500% of productive wage. Productive wage is time wage. So we can calculate 500% of time wage. Yes. Yes. Next, wages and overhead. Yes. Let's add wages and overhead. See, wages is calculated, overhead and both the item calculated here, no? So 13 plus 65 wages and overhead 78. 18 plus 90 108. 11 plus 55 66. Okay. Last one, wages and overhead per unit. Wages and overhead per unit. See, here number of hours given in case of 100 units. No, number of hours given in case of 100 units. Employee is taking 20. See one example. X is taking 26 hours for producing 100 units. Okay, X is taking 26 hours for producing 100 units of products. Okay, so here we calculated wages and overhead of 100 units. Clear? So now let's calculate wages and overhead per unit. How will we calculate? Wages and overhead divided by 100. Wages and overhead divided by 100. Yes, wages and overhead divided by 100. That formula alone I will give you here. Same formula should be applied here. 108 divided by 100, 1.08. 66 divided by 100, 0.66. Okay, yes. Yes, first you have to complete this table. First you have to complete this table. Write down heading. Then you have to complete this table. Yes, I gave you the calculation formula in X case alone. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട് എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വൈയുടെ കേസിലും സെറ്റിൻ്റെ കേസിലും കാൽക്കുലേഷൻ ഫോർമുല ബ്രാക്കറ്റിൽ എഴുതുക. ഓക്കെ. Yes. After finishing this table, here we have calculated wages and overhead per unit. Okay. Yes. Now let's move to second step. First step is over. Second step, calculation of percentage of saving over standard cost towards wages and overhead. Here we need to calculate time saving. Here we need to calculate time saving. Yes, then only we can calculate bonus easily. Clear? Yes. So write down heading percentage of savings. Percentage of saving over standard cost towards standard cost towards standard cost towards wages and overhead. Wages and overhead. Yes. Here we need to draw one table including 5 columns. Here we need to draw one table including 5 columns. Yes. First column heading, draw one table now. First column heading, workers. Second column, standard cost. Third column, wages and overhead. Then next column, saving. And finally we can calculate percentage of saving. Percentage of saving. Yes. Yes. Let's consider x first. Yes, here standard cost is given in our question. See the second paragraph, last line, third line. The standard cost towards wages and overhead per unit is determined at rupees 1.20 per unit. Standard cost towards wages and overhead per unit is determined at rupees 1.20 per unit. ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ വേജസ് ആൻഡ് ഓവർഹെഡ് പെർ യൂണിറ്റ് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അങ്ങനെ വേജസ് ആൻഡ് ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ആവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള വേജസ് ആൻഡ് ഓവർഹെഡ് നമ്മൾ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അപ്പം അതിനുള്ള സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് കോസ്റ്റ് ഇവിടെ ഡിറ്റർമൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. 1.20 പെർ യൂണിറ്റാണ് ഇവിടെ ഡിറ്റർമൈൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് കോസ്റ്റ് ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ആവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് കോസ്റ്റ് ഇവിടെ 1.20 പെർ യൂണിറ്റാണ്. ആക്ച്വലി എത്രയാണ്, ആക്ച്വൽ വേജസ് ആൻഡ് ഓവർഹെഡ് പെർ യൂണിറ്റ് എത്രയാണെന്നുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു. ദെൻ നൗ ലെറ്റ്സ് കോപ്പി ഹിയർ. See standard cost column you have to write down 1.20. Here we calculated wages and overhead. See the prior table. In case of x 0.78. 0.78. Yes. We can calculate saving equal to standard cost minus actual wages and overhead. So answer we got 0.42. Okay. Here it's better to give standard cost column. You can write A in bracket. Wages and overhead column you can write B in bracket for the easy understanding. Saving column you can write it like A minus B. Yes, so you can easily understand now. First column minus second column, A minus B. Yes, how will we calculate percentage of saving? Percentage of saving, here we can calculate percentage of saving. This equal to B column time saving divided by standard cost. Time saving divided by standard cost. Okay, the equation goes wrong. Equal to time saving divided by time saving divided by standard cost. Okay, that cannot be used here. 1.20. Time saving divided by standard cost into 100. So we got 35%. Time saving in percentage is 35%. How will we calculate time saving in percentage? Time saving divided by standard time into standard cost into 100. Time saving divided by standard cost into 100. Okay, likewise we can do y and z. Yes, let's see standard cost same for y and z. Yes, here wages and overhead is given in that we calculated in case of y 1.08 z 0.66. Y 1.08 0.66 z 0.66. Yes, now let's calculate saving. Standard cost minus wages and overhead, actual cost. Standard cost minus actual cost. Yes, now let's calculate percentage of savings of y. Saving divided by standard cost. Saving divided by standard cost into 100. Saving divided by standard cost into 100. Answer we got 10%. And finally saving here 0.54 saving divided by standard cost into saving divided by standard cost into 100 45. So in case of x, see this table, in case of x we got 35 is the percentage of saving, 35%. And in case of y, percentage of savings 10. In case of z, percentage of savings 45. Yes, in order to calculate bonus we need percentage of savings. Yes, because in our question savings given and the percentage of earnings is also given. See, let's analyze first. X is 30% of the percentage of savings is 35. No. Yes, let's move to the question. See, you can see up to 40% saving. Slab rate is 30% of the earnings. So in case of X, 30% of the earnings. Here we calculated earnings. In case of X, time wages 13. No, we should calculate 30% of rupees 13. Okay, so we will get bonus here. Okay, yes, let's move to the calculation now. I think all of you completed this table. Yes. Complete this table first. Next, let's move to calculation of bonus. Bonus. Yes, in case of X, it is 30% of the earnings, because time saving percentage of saving is 35%. So up to 40% saving, 30% of the earnings is the slab rate. Slab rate is given in our question. See the slab rate again. Okay, and let's find out which slab rate is applicable for X. 30% of the earnings. That's equal to 30% of rupees 13. 30% of rupees 13. Yes, let's calculate. Equal to 13 into 30 percentage. 3.9 is the bonus of X. Yes, next let's calculate bonus of Y. That's equal to, see the percentage of savings of Y. See the table. Percentage of savings of Y is 10. Okay, up to 10 percentage saving, 5 percentage of the earnings. That slab rate is 5 percentage of the earnings. Okay, so let's move to Y. Y is eligible to get 5 percentage of the earnings. So let's write 5 percentage of the earnings. That's equal to 5 percentage of rupees. 5 percentage of rupees. See the time wage of Y 18. Okay, yes, let's calculate now. Equal to 18 into 5 percentage. So 0.9 is the slab rate of bonus. Okay, that is applicable to Y. Come to Z. In case of Z, let's see the time saving first. Percentage of savings first. See 45 percentage. 45 percentage of saving is there. Come to slab rates. See, up to 70 percentage saving, 40 percentage of the earnings. So, it is entitled to get 40 percentage of the earnings as bonus. So, it is entitled to get 40 percentage of savings as bonus. 40 percentage of the earnings as bonus. That's equal to, here time rate of Z is rupees 11. So we can calculate like 40 percentage of rupees 11. Yes, that's equal to 11 into 40 percentage. 4.4 is the bonus. Okay, so Z is entitled to get 4.4 bonus. So, I will attach a question along with this question. You have to do that question as homework. If you are facing any difficulty, you have to ask me. And I will attach objective type questions related to this lesson along with this video. Okay, both you have to try to do. If you are facing any difficulty, you have to ask me and okay. Yes. Thank you.